Right, first job for Sunday morning is to drop this Vadestad drill off, which I've just done. All clear. Right, second job for Sunday morning is to collect this Richard Weston trailer and take it back to Farm 1. They're forecasting rain for Wednesday onwards this week, or this week coming. And we've got 60 hectares up at Farm 3 that we want to put some winter barley in before it rains. It's cultivated, ready to be drilled with the weaving drill, which is what I'm going to put on now. But the only problem is that only 30 hectares of it has been sprayed with Roundup. So we spray it with Roundup to kill the volunteers that are growing before we drill it. It's been windy, basically, way too windy for spraying. I managed to do one tank Saturday morning, which is the 30 hectares that's done. So I'm going to drill that 30 hectares today, and then tomorrow morning, Monday, is supposed to be lower wind speeds, much calmer day, and yeah, I'll spray the other 30 hectares Monday morning, and then it's got to have 24 hours before you can disturb the volunteer, before I can drill it, basically. And then I'll drill the other 30 hectares on Tuesday. But I have got loads of spraying to do, to be honest, so I'll probably have a full day spraying Monday. That 30 hectares up at Farm 3. I've got 80 hectares of Roundup to spray at Farm 1, and I've got 70 hectares of pre-emergent to go on that wheat what I drilled Friday and Saturday. The pre-emergent isn't quite so important. You know, that will travel after the rain, no problem. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. Whether it all comes together, I've got to get the weaving drill going yet. If you're wondering why I've got the bag lifter and the bucket on the trailer, it's because I've left the 53170 JCB at Farm 2 because the post knocker is there and they're doing some fencing with it tomorrow, and I want the bag lifter to put on the TM320S JCB. So yeah, we're going to load the drill with the TM and yeah, see how we get on. Right, so when we put a new implement on the tractor, all we have to do is go to applications, control setup, I think save load, and then we go down to weaving. Okay, tick all those boxes, and then yeah, then it's got all our preset rear hitch depth set and all that hydraulic SCV controls. So my link arms will now be controlled on B, and the front link arms will be, no, rear is A and front is B. I'm in the field now. We got seed and we're calibrated already. We've just got to run a little bit of seed through the spouts and just check that there's seed coming out of all the spouts. I've got no doubts that there will be. I just like to check just to be on the safe side, because it doesn't look very good if you've got block spouts, especially as it's going to be there all winter. Right, we'll get out and run a bit through. Oh yeah, cows. I did see somebody wrote in the comments asking to see cows. Look, there they are. Herd of suckler limousines. Right, that's onto our AB line there. Oh, we're going to turn the steering on. Auto steer on. And we'll drop the drill down. Need to speed up the drop rate. For some reason it's drop rate. Oh, we got four-wheel drive. Let's go for it. We'll have a look at the seat depth in just a minute. Oh, it's going to beep now because I've stopped. Just going to have a look at the seat depth. I've done a few rows now.
It might be a bit deep. It's very soft soil. Oh no, there's one right there. That's about spot on. It should be set the same as when I was drilling spring barley last, so it should be right. It wouldn't want to be any deeper.
It's going okay. I'm on the third field now, and I've got 4 to do. So yeah, we're getting there. It's surprising how much ground you can cover in a short space of time with this drill. It blocks up occasionally with stubble, like in between the legs on the drill. If you get too much stubble in there, it starts to block up a little bit. But we're blaming the combine driver for that, for leaving the stubble too long. The variety of this winter barley is Cassia, so 2-row barley, and I'm drilling it at 220 kilos per hectare at the moment, and it's actually last year's seed, so it was supposed to be planted in autumn 2019, but obviously too wet. So yeah, last year's seed. We've had the germination tested on it, and it's all alright. It's probably a little bit higher seed rate than what it would have been last autumn, but yeah, it's all good. All these green volunteers that you can see out here, these are the fields what I sprayed yesterday morning, so they've all had Roundup. And what they are is spring barley volunteers from heads that the combine didn't get into the header. It's too low to cut, basically. Too low heads to get in the, got the sun in my eyes, to get into the, scoop into the header. So chopped off the heads, dropped on the floor, and then they started growing when Simon's cultivated it. I'll put you over there. You don't want to be too close to me, do you? Right. So I'm on my way home. It is 10 to 9, so early night tonight. Last night I didn't think I got home till about 11 o'clock. Drilling that wheat up at farm 2. But yeah, I've done 26.5 hectares this afternoon in 4 different fields, that is. That's when you lose the output, when you got to go in sort of multiple fields. If that was 26 hectares in one field, I would have been home probably 2 hours ago, if that. Let's squeeze up the track now. So yeah, spraying tomorrow, so I'll probably give you a bit of a spraying update tomorrow afternoon or something, let you know how I'm getting on. Right, so I took the battery out, put it back in again, we're away now. Hopefully it's just recorded that first bit. So yeah, I started this field this morning actually, before I went up to farm 2, and then I ran out. So if I click on that, that's where I suspended the job, and then we can basically just go back into that job, and you can see that what I've already done in this field. The headland and most of the land work is already done. I've got a full tank of chemical on, full tank of Roundup, so we want to go containers, put that to full. We want to set our water rate to 100 litres per hectare, not 85. And yeah, job's a good one. We'll turn the auto shut off on, and we'll be away. I'll stick you back to the window now. Hopefully you won't fall off. No, you're on there pretty well. Right, we'll give her a few revs. Pumps on. Let's go for it. We're in low range. That's it. We are spraying Roundup at 100 litres per hectare. So, as I was saying before, this morning I started off by spraying 30 hectares of Roundup up at farm 3. And I'm going to drill that block tomorrow morning. I've got 36 hectares to drill there tomorrow morning, and then I came here to farm 2 and sprayed 30 hectares. Then I had a quick bit of lunch and went up to farm 2 to spray the pre-emergence on the winter wheat, what I drilled with the Vadestad at the weekend. And now I have just come back to farm 2 and filled up with Roundup, and yeah, now I'm spraying again. And I've got 50 hectares to do with this evening, so a full tank and then a 20 hectare tank. So yeah, so far so good. And the time is 6:30, so it'll be getting dark soon. Hopefully the lights are good. We have got LED lights on here. So yeah, it would be nice to have, I know I shouldn't complain because I've already got a really nice machine here compared to a lot of people, but it would be nice to have auto boom height. But I shouldn't complain. I could be a lot worse off. I could be driving a 24 metre high-low. So I'm just going to jump out quick and adjust the LED lights. You see that? It looks like rain, well, drizzle, but it's not sticking, wherever it is, it's not sticking to the windows. There's literally not a drop of rain on the windscreen, but it looks like there's rain in the air. Very strange. It's not dust, or I don't think it's dust anyway. It's always fun negotiating poles in the dark. That's me pretty much done anyway. 81 hectares I've done here. Just do the other side of the pole before I go. Oh, and then I've got 300 litres of clean water on board. I'll quickly run that through. I'll run some of it through the spray lines and through the nozzles before I go back to the yard. That's it, I'm done. 180 hectares I've sprayed today. Not too bad considering that's at, I sprayed some fields at all 3 farms. So yeah, I'm pretty knackered though. It is just coming up to 9:30, so that's another 15 hour day. It will be by the time I get home anyway. Right, so jump in the JCB quick. I've still got my flashing lights on. I'm going to turn them off in a sec. It is Tuesday morning. Let's see if this JCB will actually start. I'm going to put you on my head. Wait there a sec. And yeah, just about to fill up the drill. We want some of this seed off the back of the trailer. We've got two different, well, they're both barley seed. Oh, I've screwed that up. It's both barley seed, but one, they've got different dressing on them, like seed dressing. One's just SPD and one's got SPD and latitude. Get them on there. Yeah, so it's a bit damp this morning. A little bit damp and drizzly this morning, but we're going to go for it because it's going to be a lot more damp tomorrow on Wednesday. It's supposed to piss it down with rain tomorrow. Out there, look. We'll just put a ton in for now. There's already half a bag in there, so. So I greased the drill and filled the tractor up with diesel in the yard this morning, so that's all done. Now I'm going to do an AB line in this field because we've switched which way we work the field. We used to go from left to right, and now we're going to go. So we used to go from east to west, and now we're going to go from north to south because it's longer work going that way. So what we've got to do is, for a start, we'll switch these screens around. So we've got the auto track one on this one, set track. What we should be able to do is just, can we edit this one, or we might have to make a new one? I thought we can, I know definitely on the 2630 screen you can just edit it and set new track set. Is it that one? No, cancel that. We'll just make a new track. Straight track, AB, we'll call it new drill. Yeah, we want tram lines. Okay, so now we've got an A button here, look. So we're going to press A, and then we're going to start driving forwards. I'm going to drop the drill down. I've got the seed switched off. We're not actually going to put any seed in the ground because I probably won't be able to drive in a very straight line. But I've put the drill down just so that it lets the weight off the tractor wheels. And then basically I'm just going to drive to the other end of the field and then press B. We've got four-wheel drive in. Yeah, it's as easy as that. So now I'm almost at the other end of the field. I'm going to press, yeah, I'm in about the right place. I'm going to press B, and that is it. Alright, so our AB line done. Not that I'm even on it. One thing I'll quickly do is just, before I actually start, I will just run some seed through, just to make sure we've got seed coming out all the spouts. Right, so I've come to the edge of the field where I want to start. That pink line there is the boundary line, and the yellow dotted one is my 24-metre headland mark. So where I will pick up and drop down the drill. And this is where I want to start, right on the side here, look. But what I want to do is shift the tram line. At the moment it wants me to put in a tram line, but I don't want to put in a tram line there, I want to put in a tram line there. So if we go to set track and edit it, tramline spacing, we want to cut that down to 2. So we've got 2 non-tram lines between the tram lines, because we're 8 meters, and we want to shift the tram line over to that one. Done. Okay. We're going to go for it. We'll turn our auto steer on. That's on. And we'll drop the drill down. The drill's not set to a tram line. There we go. That's the first little corner of the field done. There's a little bit of short work here, and then we get onto the back onto the long work. So I'll show you the reason why we decided to turn the field the way we work the field around. It's because, when it will come up in just a minute. We can drop the drill down. 639 meters to the other end of the field. So yeah. Whereas going east to west, it was probably about 200 meters. So we're on the last field now. Had 36 hectares to do today. Didn't start drilling till 11 o'clock. Because this morning I was changing points and servicing and making lunch. I've got to make sure I bring me lunch. And now I'm on the last field, and it's only 5:30. So I've got on really well today. It was only in 3 fields, you see. There's 36 hectares, so it makes a difference. And unfortunately they are forecasting heavy rain for tomorrow, so we are not rolling these seed beds. We're going to roll them in the spring when they're, obviously when they're growing. We'll roll them in the spring when it's dry enough. And the other thing we're not going to do is put pre-emergent spray on this ground, on these seed beds, because it's recommended that you don't put the pre-emergent spray on if you're forecast heavy rain, because if the chemical gets washed down to the seed, it will damage the growth of the seed basically. So but you can, it's perfectly fine to spray post-emergent. It's just you don't get quite as good as control on the weeds basically as what you get pre-emergent. So but it's the weather. We can't really manage the weather, can we? So if we could, everything would be easy. So that's it. That is the end of Tuesday, the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching my videos. And so I'm actually going home almost in daylight for the first time in 5 or 6 days. So that's it now until we let this wet weather go through, hopefully the weather will dry up again in October and we'll get the rest of the wheat in. We've still got quite a lot of wheat to plant, so yeah, we really need to get that drilled really, and that would be great. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I would have liked to have got some more, you know, camera angles and stuff like that from outside and stuff, but I'm sort of a little bit pushed for time at the moment. Haven't really got time to keep getting out and doing stuff with cameras, so yeah, it's mainly just cab stuff, a little bit of drone. I didn't even get much drone footage, to be honest, because the battery was flat. So thank you for watching the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.